Hello, back once again. This song I will be teaching you how to play is Teenagers by My Chemical Romance, and it's a very good song, very bluesy and very catchy. So, this is how it will sound for the one guitar. And for the first part, do E fifth power chord. And for that part, you go 1, 2, and then on the third strum, on the 4th fret of the A string, you hit that C sharp and still strum the chord. That's your third strum, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and revert back. On the 4th strum, you go back to the E fifth power chord, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you hit the F sharp on the low E string, then the G sharp on the low E string, and simultaneously play the B and high E string together. So it's, and just repeat that again. And then this part, you're gonna go 1, 2, 3. On the 4th one, you hit the C sharp, go back to the E fifth power chord, strum with the D 5th fret on A, and go back to that B power chord. Then you go back to the C sharp power chord, and then strum the E fifth power chord again. So it's, and then after you do that part, you go to a B power chord, 2nd fret on A, 4th fret on D. For that part, like I said, B power chord, and then slide 2 frets up for the C sharp, and go back down to the B. So it's, and then the slide thing, like that. Go on the 2nd fret of D, which is the E, hit it, and just slides. I'd probably slide and pull my finger right off on the 7th fret, which would be the A, so it'd be, and you hit the open E after you pull off on the slide. Or, no, do it simultaneously, I'm sorry. As you pull off, like you're sliding, pull off then, like that. And then after that, you go, do your B power chord again, and then you're going to hit the 6th fret on the D string, which is the C sharp, while doing that B power chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I go, because it adds a little more notes and sounds cool, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, B, hammer on 2 frets to the C sharp, then hit the E on the D string, 2nd fret, so it's, and then you do the same thing with the A power chord, open A, 2nd fret E on the D string, 1, 2, 3. On the 3rd one, you hit the F sharp on the D string, and revert back to the A fifth power chord, and then do B, hammer on to the C sharp, E again, so it's, and then with the, you go back to the E and do that thing you did right before this entire D chord thing, which was the E, C sharp, D, E, C sharp, D, C sharp, E, so that whole part right in the back will be, wait, then open E, then F sharp, then G sharp, and then you restart. So I'll play the chorus once more. I mean, not the chorus, the verse. For that part, it sounds really good if you palm mute, which means you rest this side part of your palm over where the strings meet the bridge. So instead of getting this, when you palm mute, just rest your hand right over this, like that. This part of your palm, it sounds like I think it sounds better with the song. You don't have to do it that way. It's just personal preference. That's all. And the chorus for that guitar is the same thing. But when I was playing this with my band, I came up with a little lead part for that because, well, we had two guitarists, and so one will win the whole time. And so I did this for the chorus. This is what I wrote. They might have it in the lead thing. I don't quite remember, but this is what I played. And so for that, you're going to go, there's an E5 power chord here, but instead of playing the 3 notes, you're just going to hit the octave, which is 7th fret on the A string, and then 9th fret on the G string. And you're going to hit those notes, and with your pointer finger, you're going to rest it over the D string, so that it's muted. And then you're going to hit that E, and do 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to slide to that F sharp, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to go to C sharp, D sharp, back to the E. So it's right here. You go to a G sharp, 11th fret on the A string, 13th fret on the G string, then C sharp up here, which would be I have to count 16th fret on the A, 16th fret here, and then 18th fret on the G string. So you go up here, so it would be like G sharp, C sharp, and you go back to go down one step, which would be C, and back up, and go down to the 14th fret on A, and 16th fret on the G to make it a B, and do the same rhythm as this. So it's like, well, it's a little bit different. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you go down several frets to go 12th fret on A, 14th fret on G to get the A chord, and do the same kind of pattern as you did with the B. So it's, and slide up to the B, 2 frets. Then go back down to the E and do it with the F. And just get low E, then F sharp, G sharp. If it's a little bit confusing, I'll just play a little bit slower. Just remember the frets. It's the octave with E, F sharp, C sharp, D sharp, C sharp, D sharp. My mistake. I apologize. Then you go E, G sharp, C sharp, C sharp, C sharp, C, and then C sharp again. B, C sharp, C sharp, A, B, A. Sorry, it's kind of hard for me to get all the frets right while trying to say the notes out loud. But yeah, just remember that. So that's pretty much the whole song, and the solo, which would be easier to do on electric, but I can still do on acoustic, is like... And that's not the exact same solo he plays. That's how I play it when I play with my band. We play it that way. So you'd go to do a blues bend, which is go to the 5th fret, and with your pointer finger hold down the 5th fret on high E and B string, and with your middle finger and ring finger bend the 7th fret on the G string, then go to the 12th fret with high E and B string and do the same pattern, and then the 14th fret is the bend on the G string. And I like this part. So hard on acoustic. That's how I play it. So you're gonna hold down your fingers on the E string. Yeah, it'll be easier. Keep your pointer finger on the 12th fret of E and B, and then have your fingers, your pinky and ring finger, already on the 15th and 14th fret. So it's the high G, and then the F sharp. So, and then you do an entire pull off right when you hit it. And then do the same thing on the B string, 14th, 15th, 12th. So it's D, C sharp, B, but it's a pull off. And then you go 14th and 12th fret on the G string, which is still a pull off, so you hit it. Then 14th fret on the D, and then back to the 12th fret on G, so it's... And then you do that little blues lead back on the 5th fret. And then I do this little bend, 5th fret on the high E, and then the 8th fret on the B string I bend up. Move the whole thing 2 frets up. Then go back to the 12th fret on the high E, and then the 15th fret on the B string. That's my solo for it. You may have a different one. You may want to do exactly what they do. You may want to do it different, but mine. And then the whole song just repeats. And yeah, that's Teenagers by My Chemical Romance. Thanks again for watching.